Hello, my name is Dave Pruitt, and I live in Harrisonburg in the beautiful Shenandoah Valley. Harrisonburg has grown rapidly and will soon tap the Shenandoah to augment its water supply. The proposed Atlantic Coast Pipeline would cut across tributaries of the Shenandoah, especially the Middle River, potentially affecting the quality of Harrisonburg's water. I oppose the ACP because it could affect me directly, but I oppose it for many, many more reasons. My primary reason is that I have a 22-year-old daughter, and as you've heard from many of these young people, they were about... Secondly, natural gas is not coal. The proposed ACP will carry fracked gas. You can read about the health risk of fracking by two peer-reviewed studies by Physicians for Social Responsibility. One titled, "Too Dirty, Too Dangerous: Why Health Professionals Reject Natural Gas. It is irresponsible to promote fracking anywhere." Thirdly, an alphabet soup of agencies has reviewed the proposal, but none has adequately addressed the fundamental question of necessity. FERC has supposedly examined the issue by asking the wrong question. Does the project have customers? Not the right question. Is it really needed? The dissenting voice in FERC's split decision stated, and I quote, "I am particularly troubled by the approval of these projects because I believe that there may be alternative approaches that could provide significant environmental advantages." Fourth, energy demand recently in Virginia is relatively flat. Energy conservation and solar are far more cost-effective than pipelines in meeting modest demand increases. And I might add, more effective in creating permanent jobs. So is the ACP of such benefit to society that it warrants the risk of construction, of operation to waterways in the affront of eminent domain to hundreds of landowners? The answer is a resounding no. And finally, there is the elephant in the room. The climate is changing due to human addiction to fossil fuels. Sea levels have risen 1 foot. Low-lying Norfolk, Virginia may be the next New Orleans or Houston. Science tells us that 80% of fossil fuels must remain in the ground. The ACP lures us into fossil fuel addiction. Please vote no. Thank you.
For your vote last Thursday. And as far as the rest of you go, I really have nothing left to say. This is a water protection proclamation. Do a mic check. We the people of the Commonwealth of Virginia stand to dedicate, stand to consecrate, stand to protect our headwaters, our watersheds, our rivers, our streams, our wells, our springs. If you will not protect our water, we the people will. If you will not safeguard our water resources, we the people will. If you will not stop the pipelines, we the people will. We Atlantic Coast Pipeline. It is up to us to be dedicated to the unfinished work of protecting our water. It is up to us to be devoted to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored waters we take increased commitment to the cause of the cherished commons, and that we here highly resolve that this community shall take action to protect and preserve our communities. Through this action, we know that we shall have a new birth of freedom, and that justice shall roll on like a river. Righteousness like a never-failing stream. Thank you.